football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes a man miss.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Jackson will throw. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Russ. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson going to throw it. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
He got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's Russell. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Finds his man open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. In the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Handoff from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Harris will throw. He caught it! He will score! Touchdown, Bama! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Russ. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the back.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Harris back to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's got it. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snares it outside. It's Patterson.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And the first guy couldn't get it, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the single running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Jackson will throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half always fun fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Harris will throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped short, and it's fourth down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 17 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson going to throw it. Wide open downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Harris back to pass. Finds his man. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And the Gators are on the move. Off-play action on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Harris will throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Connection to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Harris back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. He almost had another one. They've already picked off three and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Harris will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to swing it on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Quick step and go. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship maybe.